5 little words can really make all the difference when it comes to something or other. Like for instance, I got my hair cut. So many people are so... One of my friends actually didn't recognize me because my hair was cut. Like, I just can't believe it anymore. Also, beanbag chair. It's really big. Also, so 5 little words such as, I am not a guy. So this is what I want to ask this week. For all of you out there, have you ever had to tell someone that you're not a guy or a girl or whatever? Something that someone potentially thought that you were? Like, being transgender, I want to say this a lot in one way or the other. Usually both ways at once. I'm not a guy and I'm not a girl. But usually lots of people don't really understand it. That's why I'm not actually going to be moving. I was going to be moving up into town, but as it turns out I'm not actually moving because they couldn't really understand that. So here I am staying, and I have this beanbag chair. That's why my head is so much higher up on the wall than usual. Notice up here. So I was going to do like a rant video this week, and it was going to be all about rants and talking about stuff, but it's just really not in the mood anymore as I was like last week. So instead, talking about different things. So tell us if you've ever had a time when you've had to tell someone that you are not of a certain gender, or when you're potentially mistaken for another gender. Like once in drama class, a guy came up and actually groped me from behind. Twice, actually. Same person in the same class in front of pretty much the same people. And we just stood there for a while, and it's like, okay? Like, what? It didn't feel bad, but it was weird. Also, another thing that I actually just thought of now is villains in like shows or movies or games or whatever. How the way that you can tell the difference between the hero and the villain, no matter what choices they ultimately make, is whether or not they are accepting of their choices. Most of the time, the villain is adamant on their choice, while the hero is not. So, like, say a criminal who has committed murder, and now someone has to decide their fate. If it's someone who's marked as the villain to decide their fate, it'd be like, oh, they killed someone, they'll get killed, because that's the law. But if it's the hero, even if they are lawful, it's like, oh, but like we should kill them, but we should also not kill them, so now I'm torn, and that's how you know I'm the good person, whereas this other good person is not actually the protagonist, because we only see their final decision, and that's a very important part of life. You only really see people's final decisions. Like, for instance, you're in a coffee shop. I'm not going to name anyone in particular because they are not a sponsor. Stop staring at my hair, or lack thereof, okay? So, like, you're just standing there in line, and then there's someone in front of you who's taking forever to figure out what they want. Well, of course, there must be some kind of a jerk of a person who's just wasting your time, because that's all you know of them. But if it's you, that's like, well, I don't know what I want because their menu is changing. It's on a video screen where you have to wait 30 seconds before you can see what the order is again. Or I'm in some fancy coffee shop and I don't know what most of these things are. I'm trying to figure them out and I'm already at the front of the line. What I do is I stand back and then I figure out what I want. Okay, this is what I want. Boom, boom. Short. Just remember it and then go up. This is what I would like. Okay, boom, pay for it, and then move off to the side. So I already know what I want before I get in line, and more people should really try doing that. No, that's not opinion, that's fact. More people should really do that. I feel really, really tall right now, and now that I've reached the end of this video, I shall leave you with 5 more little words. Don't forget to be awesome.